Hello beautiful people, my name is Chinaza Victory and you're welcome back to Nazzy Stars YouTube channel. In this video, you're going to learn how to make this beautiful V-shaped collar bubu dress with eyelet details. If this sounds like something you're interested in, please keep watching and make sure to watch this video to the end. Let's get right into the video. I'll be making use of this African print fabric, popularly known as Ankara fabric in Nigeria, and I'll be using a part of this plain black crepe fabric as well. I've placed my fabric on fold into 4 places because I'll be cutting both the back and the front together as usual. So take note of where the selvage of the Ankara fabric is facing and make sure yours is facing the same way. This is the folded part of the fabric, and that is the center front and the center back. So the first thing I'm going to do now is to come down from the top of the fabric by 0.5 inch and rule a line across the fabric, and that would serve as the starting point, the border line and also the shoulder line. From the border line, I will mark out the length of the dress. This is how long you want the dress to be and how short you want it to be. So I'll proceed to do that now. Then from the length of the dress, I'm going to be marking out 1.5 inch for the hem allowance. Starting from the folded part of the fabric, I'll mark 3 inches for the neck width. And then I'll be making use of 1.5 inches for the back neck depth. I'll proceed to mark that and then connect it using my free hand. From the folded part of the fabric, I'll measure and mark my shoulder measurement divided by 2. Then from the point where I marked the shoulder measurement, I'm going to measure the sleeve length. That is how long you want the sleeve to be. From the sleeve length mark, I'll come down by 1.5 inches for the shoulder slope. Then I'll connect it to the neck width using my stretch ruler. From the shoulder slope, I'll come down by 10 inches for the sleeve opening. Then I'll rule a line at that 10 inches mark. I'm going to check the measurement I have from the folded part of the fabric to the sleeve length, and I'll be marking the same figure on the sleeve opening mark and connect the 2 marks using my stretch ruler. For the front neck depth is going to be a V neckline, so I'll come down from the borderline by 6.5 inches and connect it back to the neck width using my stretch ruler. I'm going to determine how wide and how big I want the bubu to be using the biggest part of my body measurement, which is my hip circumference. So I'll measure and mark my hip circumference divided by 4 plus extra 3 inches for ease plus extra 1 inch for the size seam allowance, and I'll be marking this figure on the sleeve opening mark. I'll also come to the hem of the dress and mark the same figure and connect it all the way to the hem using my stretch ruler. I'll come over to the sleeve opening line. I'm going to come in by 1 inch at that point and connect it back to the shoulder slope, after which I will use my free hand and place a little curve around the armhole of the sleeve. At this shoulder line, I'm going to be adding 0.5 inch to the new shoulder line for shoulder joining allowance. I'll go ahead and cut out, and I'll be cutting the back neckline first. Then I'll cut through the shoulder, the sleeve, the side and down to the hem, after which I'll separate the back from the front and cut out the front neckline separately. This is what it looks like after cutting out. I'm going to remove the back part of the dress and cut out the front neckline. While the front bodice is still on fold, remember I'll be adding a collar to the neckline of this dress, to the front neckline. So I'll be reducing the front neckline by 1.5 inches. I'll come in from the shoulder area by 1.5 inches, and from the neck depth I'll come down by 1.5 inches as well, and I'll be connecting the 2 marks. That is what I'll be cutting out from the front neckline. I'll be replacing this with a collar. Okay, if you don't reduce it, by the time you fix a collar to it, the neckline will not match up with the back. Okay, to determine the length of the fabric to cut out for the collar, I'll be checking the measurement I have as a neckline now. So whatever figure I get, I'll be adding extra 3 to 4 inches to that figure to cut out the collar. I've gone ahead to cut out these 2 pieces of fabric for the collar, and I ironed an interfacing on the wrong side of the 2 fabrics. Okay, and the length of this fabric is around 15 inches. It is longer than what I have as the neckline. Okay, this is 15 inches length, while the wideness is 5 inches. The wideness is 5 inches because by the time I fold it, I'll be having 2.5 inches. Remember, I cut out 1.5 inches from the neckline. If you add 1 to that, that will give you 2.5 inches. So whatever thing you cut out from your neckline, add 1 inch to it to give you the wideness of the collar. Okay, so I got the midpoint of that part. I got the middle and I ruled a little line at the middle. I'm going to come in with the front bodice at this point and I'll open it up. Okay, now I'm going to be placing the V-shaped area on that midpoint and I'll arrange it very well. I'm going to measure 2.5 inches and place a mark there. Then the next thing I'm going to do now is to trace out the V shape. Now I would love you to pay close attention to this part. Okay, now I discovered a little mistake at this point, but I want you to watch to see the correction at the end of the day. I'll take it to my sewing machine and sew on the V shape. Remember, the 2 pieces are placed right side facing each other. I'll sew on this V shape, then I'll come back and tell you the next thing to do. I'll trim off the corners of the V shape, leaving about 0.25 inch. Then I'll proceed to notch the very sharp points. I'm going to press the 2 seam allowance open and I will match the 2 together, wrong side facing each other. Then I will arrange it very well. It was at this point that I discovered my mistake because the V shape did not really form well, the down part. So in order to correct that, I will open it up at the wrong side again. Now the mistake was that I was supposed to connect remember I came down by 2.5 inches, right? I was supposed to connect that middle to the tip of the fabric. See the place I am pointing at? I'll go ahead and do that now. I'll be connecting it to the tip of the fabric. Okay, just watch carefully to see what I am doing. I don't want you to make the same mistake I made. Okay, now I'll connect it to that tip on one side and I will do the same thing on the other side. I'll quickly take it to my sewing machine and stitch on the new line. After that, I'll trim off the excess, leaving only about 0.25 inch round the V shape and also notch the middle part like I did earlier. I'll then open up the same allowance on both ends and match it together, wrong side facing each other. Okay, then I'll use my hand to arrange the collar. You see that the collar is now folded into 2 automatically, and we have our beautiful V-shaped collar sitting pretty. After ironing, this is what it should look like. Okay, I took it to my ironing table and I gave it a very nice press. I'll then take it to my sewing machine and sew the collar together using 0.5 inch, starting from one end to the other end of the collar. Then I'll come back and show you how to fix it to the neckline. So on my machine, I'm going to open up the front neckline this way. I will lay it flat on my machine with the right side of the fabric facing up, facing me. Then I'll come in with the collar. I'll make sure that the V pointy part of the collar matches with the V part of the neckline. You see that pointy part of the collar, I'll make sure that it is touching the V part of the neckline. Okay, make sure it is touching it exactly at that same point. Then I'll come in with a pin. You can make use of a pin or a needle. I'll be making use of a needle in this case. I'll bring my needle and I'm going to be placing it 1/2 inch upwards on the collar. Okay, just watch and see where I'm going to be placing that. I'll place it at 1/2 inch starting from the V shape of the collar, right? I'll put it at that ½ inch and I'll make sure it pierces the fabric to hold it together with the collar this way. Then I'm going to be flipping the collar this way. I'll gently flip it to match with the neckline, and I'll start sewing starting from the top of the neckline. Okay, I'll start sewing starting from that point. I'll sew 0.5 inch. Remember, I already have 0.5 inch on the collar, so it will guide me. I'll just sew on top of it again. After sewing, when I get to where the pin is, I'm going to flip the other part of the collar this way to match with the other side of the neckline. Then I'll continue my sewing and get to the end. That's how to do it. After joining the collar to the neckline, this is what it should look like. See how beautiful the V-shaped collar looks. Okay, it looks so fine and neat. Make sure yours is even neater than this. So the next thing I'm going to do is to go back to my sewing machine and top stitch inside the same line. I don't want the stitch to really show at the right side of the fabric. If you don't mind your stitch showing, you can do a 0.25 top stitch around this V shape, or if you want it to be like my own, just go ahead and stitch right inside the same line. Okay, for the 2 pockets at the front of the dress, I've gone ahead to cut out 2 pieces of fabric for that, and I also ironed an interfacing on each of these fabric. I ironed it at the wrong side of the fabric, and I've placed the 2 fabrics right side facing each other. The measurement is 11.5 inches by 10.5 inches. If you want your pocket to be bigger than mine, you can increase the length and the width of the fabric, right? So I'm going to go in by 6 inches and I'll place a mark at that point. I'll come over to this other side of the fabric. I'll come down by 6 inches as well. I am going to be connecting these marks. I'll come in with my French curve and connect these 2 marks together. This is because I want that part to have a curvy shape. You can as well make use of your free hand and give it a very nice curve. After that, I'll proceed to cut it out nicely. When I open it up, this is what it should look like. You see how beautiful it looks. I've also gone ahead to make a bias tape using the Ankara fabric. I'll be making use of the bias tape to finish up the curved parts of the pockets, the 2 curved parts. Now, a tip to finish it up: first of all, finish up the curved part of the pocket using your bias tape before folding in the other corners of the pockets. Okay, fold in about 0.25 or 0.5 inch around the other corners of the pocket after you must have finished closing up the curved part. Now for the placement of the 2 front pockets, I'm going to come down starting from the shoulder. I'll come down by 19 inches and I'm going to place a mark there. Okay, that is where the pockets will be starting from. I'll place a mark at 19 inches. I'll come in with the pockets now and I'll arrange it at that point. After placing at 19 inches, now starting from the middle of the front, that is from the center front, I'm going to come out by 3 inches. Okay, I'll mark 3 inches away from that center front. That is the position where the pocket will be at that point. Okay, from the center point 3 inches, while from the shoulder 19 inches. I'm going to repeat this same process on the other side, and I'll take it to my sewing machine and sew it around. The only part that I will not be sewing is the curved part, because that's where I'll be putting my hand, you know, right? So I'll take it to my sewing machine. I'm going to be stitching around the pocket, leaving only the curved parts open. After finishing up the back neckline, I'm going to be facing the front bodies and the back bodies right side facing each other this way, and I'll take it to my sewing machine. I'm going to be joining the shoulder. Okay, I'll sew 0.5 inch to join the 2 shoulders. After joining the shoulder, the next thing I'm going to do is to go back to my sewing machine and fix the band to the 2 sides of the sleeve. Okay, I'm going to be fixing a band using the black fabric. I'll fix a band to the 2 sleeves. After that, I'll place the front bodice and the back bodice right side facing each other this way, and I'll arrange it properly. You can use your pins to hold it down at this point. Then I'll take it to my sewing machine. I'm going to be sewing 1 inch to close up the sides. I'll sew 1 inch starting from the beginning of the sleeve down to the hem. I'll repeat the same process on the other side of the dress, after which I'll also go ahead and finish up the hem of the dress using the hem allowance given. So after closing up the 2 sides and turned to the right side of the fabric, this is what it should look like. The dress looks so beautiful already. See the pocket area, it looks so pretty. So on the neckline, I've also gone ahead to fix in eyelets on the neckline. I fixed in 3 eyelets on both sides of the collar, making it 6 eyelets all together. I use my eyelet machine to do that. If you don't have an eyelet machine, you can go to the market closest to you and ask around where you can fix this. Okay, then I also made a drawstring using the black fabric, and the measurement is about 13.5 inches. Okay, you can make yours longer if you want it to be longer as well. So I'm going to be fixing in this rope, but before then, I also have 2 tassels here. I have 2 tassels. I will be attaching it to the drawstring at the end of the day. So starting from the wrong side, I will start inserting the drawstring. When I insert it from that wrong side and pull it, I am going to be making a knot at that point so that it will not pull out from that point, right? So when I make the knot, I will now continue with the other end of the drawstring. I will move it into the next eyelet this way, to the next hole. When I move it from that next hole, it will come out at the wrong side. When it comes out at the wrong side, I'll insert it into the next one in front to now come out at the front. Okay, and I'll be repeating this same process on the other side. I'll just use this one side to show you what to do. When it comes out at this other part, when I pull it off this way, I'll pull it out very well. See how beautiful it looks. I'll then bring in one of the tassels. I'll use my hand needle to attach it to that tip. Nothing serious, it's that simple. It's very easy and simple, but if you see this dress, it looks so pretty. So after fixing the drawstring to the other side of the collar, this is what it should look like. The dress looks so pretty, so stylish, so chic, so comfy. So my people, if this video was helpful to you, please give it a thumbs up, touch the like button. If you're yet to subscribe to my channel, this is the best time for you to do that. And please remember to leave a very nice comment below, and also share this video to your friends and to your loved ones. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in my next video. Bye.